Hello everybody, this is Stacia and welcome to my channel where I'm just a girl on the internet that likes to talk about movies, and this week's movie is going to be our first Christmas movie of December, and it's going to be the 1957 movie Desk Set. And I picked this movie partially because I did You've Got Mail last week by Nora and Delia Ephron. They wrote the screenplay. Nora Ephron directed it. This movie, Desk Set, is directed by Walter Lange, but it is written by Phoebe and Henry Ephron, Nora and Delia's parents. If you didn't know, Nora Ephron and her sisters come from a screenwriting duo, and they worked mainly back in the 1950s. They are responsible for movies like Desk Set, of course. Carousel was written by them. They also wrote There's No Business Like Show Business, with Marilyn Monroe and Ethel Merman in it. A lot of their movies that they wrote were rom-coms, so that definitely runs in the family. And Desk Set stars Katherine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy as one of their pairings on screen. And it also has Gig Young and Joan Blondell in it. And this is sort of a office rom-com set during Christmas time. And the reason why I think it qualifies for a Christmas movie is the focal point of stuff that happens around an office Christmas party. And this is another New York City-based film. It was filmed on the studio lot in California, but there are some scenes filmed at 30 Rock, Rockefeller Center, when it was called the RCA building. More establishing shots, but all the interior shots, where most of the movie takes place, are all shot on stage 6 of the 20th Century Fox Studios in Century City area of Los Angeles. And this is not one of Tracy and Hepburn's better known films, but it is a good film. I encourage you to watch Desk Set if you've never seen it. So this movie centers on the integration of computers in the workplace, and I'm not even talking about desktop computers, of everybody having a computer on their desk. I am talking about the type of computers that used to fill rooms and work on those chatless cards. And Katherine Hepburn's character and her team of cohorts are the research department for a television station. And Spencer Tracy's character is the guy coming in to automate the office and install the computer program that will, they fear, make their jobs obsolete. And then you have Joan Blondell is one of Katherine Hepburn's co-workers, and Gig Young is a possible suitor for Katherine Hepburn's character. And this movie is the type of rom-com that comes in the don't pick him, pick me category. Of the guy comes in, the woman is with another guy, she's about to settle for that guy, and he comes in and he is Mr. Right. Please don't pick him, pick me. And that's what it centers around. Because at first it seems like Spencer Tracy's and Katherine Hepburn's characters are going to be at odds because basically he's doing something that might very well replace her job. So she doesn't want anything to do with that, but he ends up being the right man for her. And yes, there's sort of a side character of a huge computer in the story, but it is just a delightful, cute older movie with Katherine Hepburn, Spencer Tracy, playing the characters of Bunny Watson and Richard Sumner. Joan Blondell is Peg Costello, and Gig Young is the possible suitor named Mike Cutler. And this movie is kind of refreshing because it doesn't center around young people falling in love. It centers around mainly middle-aged people falling in love. Katherine Hepburn was in her 40s when she made this film, and Spencer Tracy was in his late 50s when he made this film. So it's kind of refreshing to see a nice love story, especially set back in those days, of two middle-aged people falling in love. And they're not portrayed as spinsters or lonely people, really. They have, especially Katherine Hepburn has her group of girlfriends that she works with and has a a roaring life outside the romance, and she didn't give up on looking for romance. But there's nothing groundbreaking about this movie except the integration of computers, and you can take that as very much, if you translate it to today's time, how is AI going to affect all of our jobs? Even doing stuff like YouTube, how much can AI take that over? And so there's that fear there, but there's nothing deep in this movie. It is just a simple romance story focused on two middle-aged people, and it happens to take place around the Christmas season. Like I said, it's not one of Katherine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy's better-known films. It's not one of their huge successes. It was still a modest success. It made money for the studio. It's a nice time at the movies. But for historical significance, this is the first movie that they made that was in color together. And this movie was originally a Broadway play in the 1950s. The Broadway play, so the original work that the Ephrons wrote the screenplay on, was a William Merchant Broadway play. It was at the Briarhurst Theater. It opened in 1955. It starred Shirley Booth. It ran almost 300 performances. It was pretty successful. And then it lent itself to be adapted into a movie, which you can kind of see how the movie is set up in just certain set locations, how it could be a Broadway play. And for just a little bit of trivia about this movie, there is a philodendron in this movie, and one of those long plants. It is actually Katherine Hepburn's own philodendron that she brought from home that encircled the entire set. Now, I mentioned this did okay at the box office. It wasn't one of their runaway successes, nor was it a critical success at the time. It got mixed reviews, leaning towards bad reviews from critics during the day. It is much more fondly looked upon today. So that's it. For our first holiday movie, officially of December, is the 1957 Katherine Hepburn, Spencer Tracy pairing in the movie or the Office rom-com desk set. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think about it. Or if you're watching this and you remember watching this when you were younger or when it came out, even if you're watching my video, tell me your memories of this movie, what you think of it. It's always fun to read your thoughts about what you think about these movies. So thank you everybody for joining me again in my little corner of the internet. Like I said, my name is Stacia and I am just a girl on the internet that likes talking about movies. And I love when you join me. I love when you share your thoughts about movies or your love about movies. And I am finally over 500 subscribers. That was my goal for this year, to get to 500. And I am beyond that goal. So now I'm focusing on getting 600 by the end of the year. I am well within striking distance of that. I am almost to 600. I am at 585, I think now, so almost there. So knock on wood, I will make it to the 600 goal, maybe a little bit more than that. But I thank you all for helping me reach this goal this year. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you like this type of stuff, help me out. Subscribe to the channel and comment. Commenting makes YouTube know that people are interested in my content and pushes it out to more people, as well as liking the video helps the video reach more people. And we can grow our little community together. So thank you for joining me. I love you all. Bye.